Gateau, I thought it would mean cat. This is French. You know, in Spanish, gato is cat. But no, no. Gateau in French means cake. This is Melissa from Melissa Makes Quilts. Welcome back. Don't even mind that some of my cake seems to be missing. I don't know where that would be. I don't know what happened to my cake, but this Gateau pattern, I made it. It's right here. I'm gonna show you what I did. So this pattern is from the Sew Sampler box. This is the May 2025 Sew Sampler box from the Fat Quarter Shop. It came with, and this is unusual, a full Jolly Bar. This was attached to the fabric. It's a Jolly Bar Corey Yoder. It's called a Bloom. A Jolly Bar is only available through the Fat Quarter Shop. It's a pre-cut. You know the layer cakes, the 10-inch by 10-inch layer cakes? A Jolly Bar is half of that. So it's 10 inches by 5 inches. We got the complete layer cake. We even got the pattern, the layer cake pattern that came with the Jolly Bar. So if you can get your hands on this Sew Sampler, I highly recommend it. It was so much fun, and a complete Jolly Bar with beautiful fabric. You know, they usually sell out, and once this sells out, you can't buy this again. The only thing that I know to tell you is there is a Facebook group that I am not even associated with. It's a private Facebook group. It's called the Sew Sampler Swap. I have nothing to do with this, but if you go and try to join and you answer a couple of questions to make sure that you're vetted, that you really do like to quilt, they can let you in, and people are always selling Sew Sampler boxes, and you can just swap with people. You can buy them. You can say, I'm searching for the May Sew Sampler box, and somebody that has it, that doesn't want it, might sell it to you. That's probably your best bet to get the old Sew Sampler boxes. So there you go. Oh, wow. The aqua with the green, with the coral and the peach. These are the fabric pieces from a Bloom. They're all cut out. They're ready to quilt. You get a little glimpse of the panel right there. Look at that panel. And then up on the top, you see the background, the white background. These pieces are cut and ready to quilt. Here's what I pulled out. I did not use these dark. They're kind of a dark gray, almost a brown. I pulled them out. I wanted to keep the quilt light, all the light colors. I bought half of a yard of this extra. This is the aqua with the houses, and I used that in place of these dark colors that I pulled out. Now the panel came with 20 of these cross-stitch looking squares. I cut them up into squares. You need 12 pieces of that panel for the quilt, which leaves me with 8 extra pieces. Now this quilt is going to look great in my sewing room. These are the colors of my sewing room. It's going to look great downstairs. I use a lot of these colors in my house downstairs. I am just so excited to use it. Here is the completed quilt. Look at that. It's hanging. I hung it up in my window in my sewing room with little clips on the curtain rod, and it just looks so good. I never want to take it down. It goes so well with my curtains that are already hanging in the window. The sun shines through during the day and makes the quilt glow and just looks so beautiful. But I really do need to quilt it. I need to take it down and make the quilt sandwich and quilt all the layers, and I need to pick out the binding. All of these steps are so much fun. I can't wait to get started. Here's a close-up. You can see the panel squares right there. And of course, there's Fly, my flying goose, looking so sunshiny and summery. Okay, so this fabric right here, this is the fabric that is my favorite. I have more of this piece throughout the entire quilt than any other fabric. So if I used this as my binding, for sure, this would pull all of these colors out of the quilt, and it would kind of unite them all together. This would be the overarching theme of the whole quilt. I really, really like the idea of using this as binding. This fabric right here is kind of a tan color. There is a lot of tan pieces in the quilt, but it's so light. It's so close to the background fabric. I'm thinking that this would kind of fade away into the distance. It would not see it very much, and it's a light color. So if it got dirty, you would really see the dirt. This is quite beautiful. It has many of the colors that are in the quilt. However, this is the color that I did pull out of the quilt. I didn't use any of these pieces with this background color, so it's not anywhere in the quilt, which would make this a lot darker than the rest of the quilt, which might not be a bad thing. If you think about a picture frame around a piece of art, many times you'll have a dark frame. You'll have a black frame or a wood frame or a really dark frame around your piece of art. I'll hold it up here, there. And that's kind of what a picture frame does. It borders your art, it makes it pop. So this could be a good choice. Another pretty cool thing about this quilt top is when you're done sewing all the pieces together, you end up with eight of these extra blocks. These blocks that were the center of our squares. I have 8 extras. They look like little cross stitch blocks. They're adorable. The reason I pulled these out, I chose all of these panel blocks that had the coral. I really like the coral. And so if it had coral stitches, I used it in my quilt, kind of to keep it all uniform looking. These extras are just green and blue. Some of these have coral, but they have that dark color that I pulled out. So that also makes me think that maybe I should not use the dark border fabric. Deciding on the fabrics, that's one of my favorite parts. Do you like deciding on the fabrics? It's so much fun. You could think about it for hours. You could hold fabrics up. You could make your quilt your very own design, and it's fantastic.